Hi guys, this is Annie, and tonight I'll be showing you how to do this manicure that I call my chocolate candy manicure. And I'm doing this especially for Easter. That's why I'm doing it with pastel colors. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get started with what you'll need. These are the nail polishes we'll be using tonight. I have a chocolate brown color, a teal or a baby blue would do fine, some white, and my favorite fast drying top coat. You can use whatever top coat you have. The tools we'll be needing are a stamping plate, your stamper and a scraper, a lint brush to clean up that stamper, some cotton to clean up your stamping plate, a nail polish pen remover or a brush to clean up around the edges of your finger when you're done with the manicure. For decorating the nails, you'll also be needing the following: some nail studs, some nail polish guides, a two-sided dotting tool, one with a large side and a small side, a striping brush, a wax pen if you have that to pick up the studs, a pair of tweezers, and also some acetone nail polish remover to clean up around the edges. So now that we have all our tools and polishes ready, let's get started. Okay guys, so what I've done is I have already applied my nail polish and let that completely dry so we can begin stamping. And I have this beautiful pastel teal color here that I've used for 4 of my fingernails, as you see. And what I did to get it nice and thick looking like that is I applied 1 coat of my white nail polish, and then I applied 1 coat of the nail lacquer here. This is a very thin pigmented polish, so it's pretty much sheer in color. So the white base before applying this really helped. I only had to apply 1 coat of this in order to get that color to come through. And for the ring finger tonight, I am going to use that chocolate brown color, and I have only applied 1 thick coat of that as well, and that stayed in really nice. I didn't need to apply a second coat. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to stamp, but before we do that, we need to get our guides. If you prefer to use this, or if you're good at using your freehand, that's fine. I'm going to use the guides to make this little space right here before applying that dots later on. So you're going to grab your guides if you have these, if you're going to use these. If not, take your time when you're doing it free-handed. And I'm just going to place them about a little less than 1/3 from the tip of my nails. And the funny thing with these guides is sometimes they look like they're straight, but they're not. So just take a minute to look at them. Make sure it's centered properly, otherwise the manicure is going to come out crooked. And this one looks pretty centered, and that's how much of the nail we're going to leave on top. So I'm just going to apply the rest of this, and then we'll get stamping. Alright, so now that my nail polish guides there have been placed very well, make sure when you place those, if you're using them, that you don't have any bumps or air spaces in them, because nail polish is going to get under when you're ready to paint those tips. And tonight I'll be using, this is a no-name plate. I found this on eBay. I pretty much pulled up large plates and a bunch of them came up. The only thing I can give you information on this is the plate number is XY19. And tonight I'll be using this image. And I'm also going to be using my Pooh stamper and scraper. So have your roller brush ready to clean that stamper, and have your acetone and your cotton ready to clean the stamping plate. So let's get started. For the stamping, I'm going to be using my Mahogany Magic from China Glaze. It's a very pretty color. It's almost like a chocolate brown. So it goes well with the teal. It's perfect for Easter. And we're going to be applying these images just to the bottom of the nail. If you mess up the top of it, if you mess up here, don't worry about it, because that's going to get covered in the brown anyway. So you don't have to be perfect about that. It's what's under that white we don't want to mess up. So the image is very light, but it's there. And I'm just going to place that to the bottom portion. And there you have it. So we'll do that for the next nails. Alright, so now that we're done stamping, the next thing I want to do is I just want to go and apply my main jewel to this nail, because that's going to have to get a couple layers of top coat to secure the little jewel or gem you have. And what I did is I did a combination. I put a gem and then I put nail polish to the side. So get your dotting tool ready. And also I have this jewel wheel that I purchased on eBay, and they come in very nice variety of colors here. Some are darker than the other, and I'm just going to use one little gem on that nail, and then we're going to paint the others on with that teal. So grab your dotting tool, grab your top dry, and also if you have a wax pen, that'll come in handy for picking up the little jewel, or you can go ahead and put a little nail polish remover on the end of your dotting tool and pick that up and just stick it on your nail. You can also use a tweezer if you can handle it very well. You know, whatever works for you. So I applied one layer of my top coat. I'm just going to center this right there. Give it a little tap to secure it. Make sure it's nice and in. And at this point, I'm just going to let that dry a little before we apply the teal. So right now, I'm just going to take my Mahogany Magic again and go ahead and do the top of the tips of the nail there. And you immediately want to pull out those guide tapes, or if you're using masking tape or striping tape, whatever you're using, go ahead and pull that out immediately after you apply that nail polish, because if you wait too long it gets thick and it actually pulls up the nail polish itself. Don't forget to cap the nails as well, and go ahead and pull that out, and do the same for the rest. Once you're done pulling up those tapes there, you can go ahead and you can do this two ways. I am going to do it freehand tonight, but if you don't have a steady hand, or if you choose to do it differently, you're going to need to get more guide tapes. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same chocolate brown and I'm going to make a line right above here, like this one here. So I'm gonna just put a little drop or two of the nail polish on the back of my stamping plate, or if you have a little dish or something, and I'm gonna draw the line freehand like I said. If you're not comfortable with doing it that way, what you'll need to do is you'll need to wait until the tips are completely dry, and then you can get more guiding tape or striping tape and you can make a line using that, and then going back with the chocolate nail polish color and coloring it in. I am not going to wait for that tonight. That's why I choose to do it freehand. So let me do that. Let me show you an example, and we'll do all the nails that need this. And that's what I'm looking to do. So let me do that for the rest of the nails. And we're pretty much done with that. So the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to put those little polka dots in to fill in that gap. And you need to get your dotting tool for this, or if you have a toothpick or a bobby pin, a hair clip, something with a nice round end would help. And again, we're just going to drop a couple drops in, and we're going to make the bigger dot in the middle followed by 2 smaller dots to the sides, or however large your nail plate is, just fill it in with smaller dots to the sides. So there's my large dot, and I'm going to do that for all. Then I'm going to move on to making my smaller dots. And that's it for our chocolate nail polish. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab the teal color and finish up this accent nail. So again, here we have the teal. Just go ahead and place a couple drops on your plate there. And again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put 2 smaller drops to each side. And that's it. So the last stage we're going to do is top coat it and clean up. So tonight I am using my favorite top coat again. This is Out the Door. It's a fast drying top coat, and you can get this at Sally's Beauty Supplies. And I love this because it really does dry the nail polish quickly. I don't have to sit around and wait too long. So we're gonna hit the ring finger first with a nice thick layer to secure that jewel. And be very generous, especially when it comes to the jewel, because that's what locks it in, like I always say. And don't forget to cap the ends off your nails as well. And go ahead and apply the top coat to the remaining nails. And once you're done applying your top coat, you can go ahead and you can get a cleanup brush like this, or any brush, it doesn't matter. Just make sure it's a nice thin brush, and when you're using your brush, and make sure to not touch the nail itself or you'll ruin your manicure. But tonight I'll be using my nail polish pen remover. I don't have too much of a cleanup to do here, as you can see, so I'll continue doing that. So let me go ahead and do that. And when I'm done, I'll also apply another layer of top coat to this, and we'll be all done. And that's it. We're all done. I call this my chocolate candy nail polish. It's good for Easter. It has that nice pastel colors as well as the brown in there. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching tonight. And if you have any questions, you could feel free to write to me. I'll answer them as best as I can. And also don't forget to subscribe for my upcoming videos. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye now.